sunny, so it doesn't look like there's wind or rain or anything like that in the forecast for a late December game.
Okay, we go to the Twitter account of Pro Football Focus here in Cowboys Twitter. Who's the best offensive lineman in the NFL?
Oh.
And I just went over the notables. They gave you the top 25. Number 1 is right guard Brandon Brooks, Eagles. Number 2 is left guard Quentin Nelson, Colts. Number 3, Zach Martin. That's cool.
That's what he does.
Number 5 is Lane Johnson.
These are offensive linemen, not just guards?
Yeah, these are offensive linemen in general. Yeah, but I don't know. I think maybe that's a flaw in the grading system because guards get to face guys that aren't rushing as hard. So the guards, maybe they aren't as good, but they end up getting graded higher by Pro Football Focus. What do you think about that idea, Jeff?
Yeah, because outside of Aaron Donald, you're not going to face the same pass rush.
What up, guys? Oh, man. 1980 tired, y'all. I am tired. Ready for Friday. I don't think nobody's more ready for Friday than I am. I seriously don't. But anyway, here we go, guys. Thursday. Four down there. 1 to go. Woo! Long week, man. Golly. What's up, everybody? Thomas, what's up? Q, what's up? Man, oh man, oh man. Let me go ahead and get my video out the way, man, my review. Y'all know what time it is, man. We got Friday, Saturday. We got some football this Saturday, man. Cowboys face in the house. What's up, man? Yeah, we got some Saturday games, man. I saw no Thursday night game tonight, so I guess Thursday night football is over with this season. I guess last week was the last week. Nobody watched that shit anyway, so it really didn't matter unless it was, us playing. But yeah, man, we got actually a triple header this Saturday. The Bills and the New England Patriots, I think that's the last game, primetime game. 49ers and the Rams, and I forgot the first team. I can't remember the first 2 teams. But what's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me, man. I'm just it's pretty much a freestyle video, man. If y'all got any questions about Sunday's game, y'all feel free to fire away. I just wanted to kind of go ahead and get my review out of the way, since every other jabroni's probably done theirs. My review of this game, and it's not a must-win game for the Dallas Cowboys. It's not. Nope. This game against the Eagles is not a must-win game for the Dallas Cowboys. It's not. I'm not going to fall for that one. I'm not going to fall for it this time. Nope. I'm not going to even utter those words. Y'all can do it, but I'm not. Dak's fine. Everybody's saying Dak's hurt. Dak's fine. Dak's Dak will be okay. Now, if we go out the same, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up. Because if you watch the last live stream we made after the Rams game, and my Cowboys family was on there, Miss Fiance. If we go by her formula, we'll win this game. Dak Prescott only had 219 yards last game. 15 for 23. If we throw in, if we're baking a cake and we mix in the ingredient of Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard, which both got over 100 yards last game. Tony Pollard 10.9 average, Zeke 4.9 average. I think Tony Pollard had actually more yards than Zeke, 130, 131. Zeke only had like 119, 120. If we mix in those 2 guys in the ingredient of this cake, we'll win this game. Now, Ezekiel Elliott is the key, and the offensive line is the key to victory, guys. Ezekiel Elliott we're on a 4-game winning streak against the Eagles, guys. Last time it was week 7. We played against the Eagles. It was 37-10. It was a blowout. You know, obviously we were at home. You know, you know, the roof was closed, 70 degree inside the stadium. So it was perfect weather, even though it really wasn't weather. But y'all get what I'm talking. Y'all get what I'm saying. This time it's a little different. It's outside. It's supposed to be 46 degrees, partly sunny. So it's a little bit cold. It's been that way here as well. It's been 30s in the morning, 40s, 50s in the afternoon. So I hope the Dallas Cowboys have been taking advantage of going ahead and getting used to the terrain and the ruggedness of the cold weather, because that's the type of climate and environment they're going to be in Philadelphia. So I hope they took advantage of it. And I hope they weren't indoors and all sissified like they were against the New England Patriots. But anyway, Ezekiel Elliott is rushing for 114 yards per game against the Eagles in his career. So that's where you want to go if we decide to go to that pound for pound formula. Last week was a treat for Cowboy fans, Cowboy Nation, whatever you call yourself. It was a treat because that was something we haven't seen in a while. All of us have been saying, run the ball. I know I've been saying, run the ball. It will work. Trust the process. Trust the scheme. It'll work. And they did it against the Rams, and it worked. They couldn't stop us. So us dominating a team like the Rams with the run, we should be able to do it against Philadelphia too. Their defense is not that good. They definitely don't have a passing defense. Their secondary sucks. So Dak being kind of hurt, whatever, shouldn't really matter. Dak's going to be fine. I'm not really worried about Dak. I know Jerry Jones made an interview this morning. Sorry about the sun, guys. It's right behind me. Jerry Jones was in the interview this morning. He said Dak was okay. He'll be fine. He's a warrior. He'll be ready to go. I'm not worried about Dak. Dak's a durable quarterback. With all that being said, the defense is depleted. Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to underestimate these guys because I thought our defense was depleted up until the Rams game. I don't know what happened. Everybody showed up on defense. I've said it before, the Rams game, the Dallas Cowboys did not have a defense. It definitely looked like we didn't. But somewhere out of the sky, somewhere out of the heavens, our defense showed up and shut down the Rams. They shut down Todd Gurley to only 20 yards rushing. 20 yards in the whole game. Whole game, guys. Where am I going? Shit, I'm going home. Hell, I just got off work. But, yeah, Dak Prescott has been a monster against the Eagles, man. A true monster. Him and Amari Cooper was, oh my God. Amari Cooper is averaging 132 yards per game versus the Eagles. Amari Cooper was one of the big reasons we decimated their asses last time we played them, along with the run game. So it was a little bit of both. But we know what all these guys can do. We know what everybody can do. Everybody that I just named. We know what the offense can do. The X factors are going to be a big part of this game because the Eagles are scheming for Dak. They're scheming for Zeke. Now, can they stop it? I don't think so. But they're still going to scheme for Dak, scheme for Zeke, and scheme for Amari Cooper, even though they don't have a secondary. Don't underestimate them. Don't just throw them away because they can step it up a notch just like we did. You get what I'm saying? So, because, hell, up until the Rams game, I was like, shit, we ain't got a secondary either, But they just flip mode, and they start turning their heads. They made a lot of tackles last week. Good win for us last week. Good confidence booster. This game can go so many ways. So many ways, guys. I would love for us to dominate them exactly the way we dominated the Rams. The defense is going to be once again, let me say this again. The defense is going to be the deciding factor of this game. What they do, the defense and the offensive line, they're going to be the deciding factor. Let's see, of course, we're playing rolling. Yeah, this game, I'm glad you brought that up, Thomas, because last game, our receivers were a non-factor. Blake Jarwin made a couple of big catches. Witten made a touchdown catch behind his back. And speaking of X factors, the X factors are gonna play a big role. Meaning not to start. What I mean by X factors, guys like Tavon Austin, guys like Blake Jarwin, guys like Cobb, guys like Tony Pollard. The X factors, the guys that could possibly start for another team, but they play backup for us. Obviously Cobb is our starting slot receiver, and Pollard is up and coming. So. With those guys, man, I think we can make something happen because speed kills. I think we should spread the field and open up the field real quick and start off with the running game, pound for pound, because the Eagles have a hard time stopping our running game. Like I just said, Zeke averages 114.8 yards per game versus the Eagles. So that's a good day for Zeke. Mix in Pollard with that ingredients, and you got a 1-2 punch, and it's hard for them to stop speed. It's hard for them to game plan for Pollard because he's coming off of the bench. You get what I'm saying? So it's going to be an interesting game. I got a pretty good feeling about it. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. You gave me a Jarwin. Yeah, Jarwin, I would love to see Jarwin, his yak. Jarwin has a wonderful yards after catch. His yak is very excellent. Appreciate the super chat, man. Who was it? Dallas Cowboys for life. Appreciate it, bro. Eagles have been stepping up. Don't count them. Oh, yeah. I just said that. You just took the words out of my mouth about 5 minutes ago. I just said that. I am not. This is a big game. Big game brings big plays out of everybody. You get what I'm saying? So the Eagles they're gonna be a better team than what we faced in week 7, 37-10 blowout. Trust me. They're gonna be a better team. They're gonna come with it. Carson win. This is probably gonna be the best game of his life. He's going to bring his A game out. He's missing a lot of weapons. They got a lot of injuries, so we got to take advantage of that. It's not our fault that they're missing weapons and they're missing. And they got a lot of injuries. We didn't ask for that. You get what I'm saying? So it's football. It happens. If it was vice versa, I'm pretty sure they'll be trying to take advantage of us too. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Boomer Sooner? Yeah, man. Yeah, you're going to have your trolls in here, too. So just, it is what it is. But, I would love to see, just like Thomas Garrett, I think I cut myself off. I would love to see the passing game. I would love to see Gallup. I would love to see big plays by Coop and Gallup downfield. I would love to see that. But if the running game works, don't fix it. You get what I'm saying? And, I love winning games with last week by beating the Rams with the run felt better. It's just something about the run game that feels better. Passing is like cheating to me. I know it's a part of football. I know it's a part of it, but it's like cheating because you're throwing the ball downfield. You're getting a big chunk of yards. You really didn't work for them. You did, but you didn't. You get what I'm saying? Running is pound for pound in the trenches. Best man wins. Up front, blocking, finding holes, cutting, breaking tackles. It really takes a workhorse to get running yards. So it was very nice to see Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard run the daylight against the damn Rams last week. So play action, yeah. Oh yeah, play action is always. And see, with us, I'm pretty sure they watched film last week's game against the Rams, and they saw our 1-2 punch in Ezekiel Elliott. Both of them are dangerous. Ezekiel Elliott is a lot more experienced, obviously, and knows how to turn a negative into a positive. But, Pollard, man, he's more reps, more action. More reps, more action. The more he's going to get into a good feel and good rhythm for the running back position. He's getting better and better each game. They just need to plug him in and get him in there. I want to see the same thing I saw last week. Buddy Love, appreciate the super chat, man. I want to see the same exact thing. I know it's a different team we're playing, but I want to see the same thing I saw last week. I want to see physical domination, aggressive on both sides of the ball. And I haven't even got to the defense yet. Haven't even got there yet. I'm just strictly on offense because the offense did so good last week. They opened a lot of eyes last week. They opened my eyes because I was negative for about a good 3-4 weeks, man. I was really negative, and I admit to it. I was very frustrated. I was pissed. I knew we had the potential and the talent to play like we played last week, and I just don't know what happened, But it is what it is. Not a must-win game. I repeat. RQ3. I repeat, not a must-win game. I'm not saying that anymore. I'm not saying it because every time I say that, we lose. We've lost the games. So y'all can say it, but I'm not saying it. So I'm going to repeat what I said in the title. It's not a must-win game for the Dallas Cowboys. Bottom line, I'll explain to you after the game why my title of this video or this live stream is not a must-win game for the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody else is going to say that. Trust me. Y'all know me. I got to be different. I got to step outside the box. Y'all don't know that by now. But now I done talked about the offense enough. Offense, they done what they need to do. I need Cobb to step up too. Like seriously, we didn't really need him last week, but these drop balls every now and then by Cobb kind of bothers me a little bit. You know, I need him to step up big time because he's one of those X factors. You got to attack the middle of the defense. It's the weakest part of the defense because linebackers and safeties cannot cover nowadays. There are no more Ronnie Locks. There are no more Ed Reeds. There are no more Steve Atwaters. There are no more Brock Marions or Darren Woodsons anymore. So attacking the middle part of the field, that's why that's why the New England Patriots are so successful because they use the slot receivers and tight ends. I think we need to do that against the Eagles. We probably don't have to because they don't have a secondary at all. So I think Gallup and Amari Cooper are going to play a big role this week, a little bit more than last week. But I still want Zeke to get all the credit, all the numbers, all the snaps. And I want Pollard too, and Jarman, and Witten. Witten can move the chains on third down. But anyway, guys, let me get to the defense real quick. I haven't even started on that. Let me start on that right now. Defense wins football games, guys. We got to get the same formula of defense just like last week. Now, D-Law, where you been? D-Law is very successful. I think D-Law had a couple of sacks against the Eagles in week 7 when we played them last time in the blowout loss 37-10. I gotta keep saying that because I gotta remind everybody what this team is and what we did last time we played them in week 7. D-Law is very successful against the Eagles, guys. He's very, very successful. And he gave Carson Wentz I believe he had a strip sack, a strip fumble, or something like that last week, and a couple of sacks. I need him and Quinn to come around at the end. And Antoine Woods. Antoine Woods was a beast last week against the Rams. I need him to step it up. That front four, it's a domino effect. However they play, everybody else plays better. You get what I'm saying? So we all know what it takes to win, guys. If we can shut out the Rams, we can shut out the Eagles. I'm going to say that again. If we can shut out the Rams, we can shut out the Eagles big time. Xavier Woods, do your thing. He had 1 deflection and 1 sack. And he actually very important pass deflection, and he had a sack last week against Rams, and he led the team in tackles, 6.5 tackles or something like that. So I'm gonna need him to step it up. He's probably, arguably, one of the best nickel DBs in the game. He's very clutch. He's very consistent at that position, at that role. And I love what the Dallas Cowboys have done to develop this guy. And I used to want him to start, but I think he's better in the inside. I don't know what y'all think about that, but he's a lot better in the inside. I went over my front 4 linebackers. Jalen Smith. Yeah, I need you to swipe for a reason this game. Last time we played the Eagles, very good, very successful. Sean Lee, I need the Sean Lee of last week. Sean Lee had some type of swollen pectoral muscle or something like that, but they said he'll be fine, he'll be okay. Man, if Sean Lee wasn't so injury prone, man, he'd be. The best ability is availability. I mean, I solely believe in that. The best ability is availability. Sean Lee played all snaps last game, except with the exception of towards the end when we had him blown out. But Sean Lee had a sack and I think about 3 or 4 tackles and a pick, not an interception, a pick. So if we get that Sean Lee from last week, yeah, it's game over, man. It's game over. Sean Lee would be a beast if it was for injury. I know it. That's why I just said that, kid. Man, he would be such a woo. if we had a healthy 100% Sean Lee without injuries, man, he'd probably arguably be one of the best linebackers in the game. I'm serious, man. I'm talking about from not just from this year. I'm just talking about from past years up until now. If Sean, without the injury, Sean Lee would be the best, one of the best linebackers in the game. Cowboys win this game. Yeah. I think we have a good chance this week, man. Like, seriously, we could play terrible and still win this game. I'm not tripping. Yeah, hey, good point, man. You're right. But I don't want to play terrible. I don't want to give the Eagles any type of confidence. Because when you give, a lot of times, that's all teams need. And the Dallas Cowboys have been really good at that this season, giving sorry, trash teams confidence, letting them stay in the game and losing to them. So we don't need that. We need the Dallas Cowboys to be fire on all cylinders, man. On all cylinders, all to the ball and a bad move on defense. Keep the chains moving on offense, man. Get in the red zone and score. He will be a future Hall of Famer. Yeah, I agree. I agree too. I 100% agree, man. He'd be a future Hall of Famer if it wasn't for the damn injuries, man. Jason Garrett needs to pull another motivational speech. I know, right? I know. Whatever he said, it worked. I never got a chance to tune in, man. But whatever he said, it worked, man. But we need to keep this 4-game winning streak against the Eagles going. We need to turn to 5, man. We need to go ahead and sweep. We swept the Giants. We swept the Redskins. We need to go ahead and sweep the Eagles, man. You know what I'm saying? So I feel that we're the better team. I don't want to underestimate the Eagles because this is a different type of game. But I feel that we're the better team with the better talent. Even if they had injuries or not, I still feel we're the better team. He said make it 5. Robbie, what's up, man? Yeah, I know, make it 5, right? Yeah. Shit. Yeah, this is a playoff game. Exactly. We got to treat this game like a playoff. Like we're already, actually, this is a playoff game. It is. You're exactly right. This is a playoff game for the Dallas Cowboys, man. And we have to send a message and set the stand and send a statement out to the other NFL teams that we're not playing. Like, seriously, we're here and we're not going anywhere and we're not playing. Not comfortable. Why you say you're not comfortable? Who said that? Amador, what's up, man? Why you not comfortable? Go ahead, man. This is a channel for everybody to let it out, man. How you feel? You know, how you feel about this game coming up. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What are your rants? Vent, you know, whatever. I know it. Cowboy Niner, yeah. Man, I know it. I'm shooting for the Rams to beat the 49ers this Saturday. I really am. Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of sick of the 49ers. Never sure which Cowboy. Yep, you have a right. You have a legal right to feel that way. You never, I say that every week. You never know what team you're going to get. Hell, we didn't know we was going to get that win last week against the Rams. None of us saw that coming. Not one of us. If you did, you're lying. I'm just going to be. If you, man, I saw that coming now. You lying, man. You didn't know. Because we were all pissed off. We was damn near all on suicide watch. Like, seriously. None of us saw that damn game coming. I know I did. I did not see that game coming, man. But we need to play like the damn Vikings again. Yeah. I think if we played that game against the Vikings, man, if we played them now, I think we'd win. A lot of the teams that we lost to earlier, obviously, if we played the Jets, we'd win. I think if we played the Saints, we'd win. Playing like we played last week, I think a lot of those games, I think we'd win them. Suicide. Yeah, man, suicide watch for real. It's damn traffic, y'all. If we played the 49ers at home, man, I know it. That'd be a good game, man. You know that? You know how many ratings that would get? You know how many TV shows would bring up the rivalry? That's an OG original gangster rivalry, guys. Us against the 49ers. Man, that's a good rivalry. That would be that would be classic. 49ers doing pretty good this year too, so yeah, our receivers are gonna have a blast. They always have a blast against the Eagles. The Eagles secondary just hasn't been where it should be for a long time now, for a couple of seasons. And last game I don't even have the stat. I wish I had the stat, but 37-10. I mean, most of those yards were receiving yards by Coop and Gallup, and Zeke had 115 yards against the Eagles last time we played them. So it's man, it's gonna be an offensive. Hopefully it'll be an offensive frenzy. We just that's what I'm looking for, man. Ronnie, what's up, man? Yeah, I'll take the Seahawks first round too, because the Rams whooped up on. Yeah, the Rams did beat the Seahawks. Some people want the Seahawks, and some people want the 49ers. I take either or. If we play the Seahawks, that'd be at home, right? The last time we beat the Seahawks last time, I think we'll beat the Seahawks if we play them. Yeah, either one would do to me. Yeah, I take either one. Just like Q say, I take either one, man. I think, like I say, if we play like we played last week, man, and a lot of people are saying this, that Cowboy team that showed up against the Rams, man, that's a tough bunch to beat, man. I'm sorry, especially Zeke running like that, offensive line blocking like that, man. That team almost looked like 2016. And I hate to say that, but I'm just talking about, I analyze game by game. I'm not going to continue to be a lot of fan base, man, they don't like you to be happy about your team winning. And like last week, the Eagles beat the Redskins. Now, if they would have lost to the Redskins, I think they would have been upset. You get what I'm saying? But they I got a couple of buddies that are Eagles fans, and they beat the Redskins. They were excited about it. They were happy about it. And I couldn't say, oh man, you can't get happy. I can't tell them what they should be doing. I mean, that's their team. They want them to win no matter who it's against. So a lot of fan bases, they don't like you to be happy. I don't get that shit, but it's really weird. It's really weird, man. It's okay for them to be happy, but it's not okay for us. They want to come in my comment section and say, oh well, y'all think y'all won a Super Bowl. No, man, we just proud of what our team did. We were on a 3-game losing streak, man. And getting that win was exciting for us. No, we're not jumping up for joy and hoisting a Lombardi trophy, but it's a game and you play to win, right? I'm not going to sit up here and say after a win and say, man, fuck the Cowboys, like y'all want me to do. I'm gonna support my team to the fullest, If they lose, I'm pissed. If they win, I'm happy. That's just the bottom line. I mean, shit. What you want me to do? It's crazy, man. And I get cats all the time come up on my channel, man, talking about, oh yeah, there y'all go, act like y'all won a Super Bowl again. If you don't like it, man, hey man, you can unsubscribe. You don't have to watch. Nobody's pointing a gun at your head and say, hey man, watch my videos. Especially if you're not a Cowboy fan, you just wasting your own time. Like seriously, man, it baffles me, the mind frame of these cats on the internet, man. It really does. There's some crazy people out there. And it just, man, like say, man, really, dog? This dude want to call me a fair weather fan and all this stuff. I'm like, what? Like, man, I was pissed. Those 3 weeks, man, that 3-week losing streak. Then we finally beat a team over, like the Rams, 8-5 over 500. Hell yeah, I was happy. Was I not supposed to be? Blows my mind, man. Like, I'm damn sure ain't on y'all channel hating on y'all. That ain't even me. It ain't even in me to do that, man. I wasn't even raised like that. Like, y'all beat us, that's proud. Hey, man, good job, good win, you know. I'm gonna be pissed, but shit, it is what it is, man. It's a game. It's football. It's a sport. It happens. Paulo, what's up, man? Yeah, man, we got to beat them Eagles, bro. We got to beat them Eagles. Like I said earlier, man, we're on a 4-game winning streak against those guys. Zeke is, rushing 114 yards per game in his career against these guys. Amari Cooper is at 132 yards per game since we've signed him, So I really think that though the Eagles having such a weak secondary, we can take advantage. But if we beat them with the run, hey, I'd be even happier, whatever it's going to take to win this game, And you know something, man, football, it can change at any moment. Remember the Giants? They snuck into the wild card. They snuck into the back door of the playoffs, and they beat the mighty undefeated Eagles, and they won a Super Bowl. They did it. You get what I'm saying? So nothing's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's impossible. It can be done. It's been done before. You see what I'm saying? So, you just never know. The Dallas Cowboys can get on a hot streak. Who knows? They can start beating teams left and right. With the right formula, the right motivation, all to the ball in a bad mood, the will and the want to win, the sky's the limit, man. So it can happen, man. Anything can happen, man. It's a game, dog. It's a game. I remember, man, dog, in my neighborhood, we had this boy, man, he was a little guy. And this other little boy kept picking on him. He was always picking on him. And they would get into a fight. And the little boy would always lose. Bless his heart. And that was back in the day where, when you fought somebody and you lost, y'all were friends the next day. It wasn't no, I'm going to come back and shoot you and all that shit. Like these young little sissified guys now want to jump people and want to come back and shoot. That's how it was back in the day. And every day, man, we'd be outside and, they would get into it, man. And they were fighting. The bigger boy would always win. We'd break it. All right, man, he's had enough, And it was one day, the smaller guy got so fed up. He got so fed up, man. And he just went crazy. And he whooped that boy like it was no tomorrow. And we were happy for him because he finally got over that hump. And I had to tell that, man, because you never know. You piss somebody off so much, man, you never know. They get a strength from somewhere, from God or somebody, man, and they just go off. And he won his fight. They were friends from now on, from then on. To this day, they still friends. You see what I'm saying? So, you just never know, man, what the day is gonna bring you, and you never know what the season's gonna bring you. Never judge a book by its cover. Never judge a book by its cover. I remember one time, man, I was working at this job. I probably told this story before. I was working at this job, man, and I had this old beat up Dodge Neon. But at home, I had something brand new. But my boss didn't know that. Every day I was driving my Neon to work every day. And everybody would make fun of it, And I would never say anything like, I would laugh it off. I'd make fun of it too, And, it was cool, And everything was cool when I was driving the Neon. Everything was okay. And one day, my Neon, it finally broke down on me. And I had to get to work. So I had to drive my brand new so-and-so to work. Brand new. And the look on their faces was magical. Nobody said a word to me. The same people that I work with that cracked jokes, made fun, you know, spoke to me on a regular basis. When I drove up in that brand new so-and-so, oh, they was pissed. They didn't want to see that. It was okay when I was driving the beat up, you know, put neon. But when I drove up in there and so-and-so, their feelings was hurt. They was in their feelings. It was a flip. Everything flipped the script. Everybody flipped the script on me. And it was unbelievable. Everybody pissed off at me like, what? I ain't even do nothing. What was I supposed to do? Ride the bus to work? Like, I mean, people love it when you are down. And that's about the Cowboys. People love it when you're losing. I noticed when we after a loss, I have 1,000 people in my comment section, in the chat, after the game. People love it when you're down, but they can't stand it when you're succeeding. They hate it. It's unbelievable. And it's amazing. It's so sad the world is like that, man. Because I never been like, I remember a guy, this guy, he was walking to work every day, man, because he didn't have a car. And it was 100 degrees, man, outside. 100 plus. And this cat was walking to work, man. He would ride the dart rail, and the dart rail was like 2 miles away. And he still had to walk 2 miles to work. And one day I said, man, you need a ride, man? He's like, no, I'm good, man. I said, you sure? I said, I'll take you to the dart rail, man. He said, no, man, I'm all right, man. Appreciate it, though. And one day he finally got his new car, man. I was so happy for him, man. I was so happy, man. Because I know it was hard trying to get to work and walk all that way. But you got people out there, man, they laughed at him, they joked at him, they joked, oh, man, that fool got to walk. Like, dude, why would you do that? There's some evil people in this world, man. And that goes into sports too, man. And that's why you got all of the trolls and stuff in the fan base, man. They love when you're down, but they can't stand it when you succeed. So I just thought I'd close out with that, man. I appreciate y'all joining me today. I'm gonna get on off here, man. But thank y'all for joining me. That's my review, man. If you didn't hear it, you can rewind it or whatever. But I'm gonna get up off here, guys. Man, thank you for joining me, man. I don't know if I'm gonna go live. I know we're gonna do our round table. Tune in to our round table. Hey, what's up, Dwayne? I know, man, you're late, man. Hey, rewind it, big dog. But tune in to our round table, guys. In between 10 and 11 o'clock Saturday night, we'll be discussing our last final thoughts on the Dallas Cowboys facing the Eagles. 3 o'clock game, thank God. I thought it was gonna be a late game, but it's a 3 o'clock game. Middle of the day, perfect game. Let's get this W, guys. Thank y'all for joining me. The roundtable Saturday, 5th quarter Cowboys, Dallas Cowboy family, Dallas Cowboy football news will be in attendance, and myself. Make sure you stay cowboyed up and prayed up. You never know what the day is gonna bring you. Holla back at your boy. I'm out.